Most men believe women are complicated, but often the real issue is misunderstanding what truly makes them feel valued. Relationship tension usually doesn't come from a lack of care, it comes from a lack of awareness. When men understand the psychological needs behind women's behavior, connection becomes much simpler. By the end of this, you'll understand 10 core things women consistently want from men and why those needs exist beneath the surface. One of the most important things women want is continued effort after commitment. In the beginning, there are thoughtful texts, planned dates, small surprises, and intentional gestures. That early effort triggers dopamine and excitement in the brain, creating emotional bonding. When those gestures suddenly fade, it can feel less like comfort and more like complacency. Consistent romance signals ongoing choice, and feeling chosen is deeply important for emotional security. Women also want familiarity before intimacy. Emotional safety often needs to come before physical closeness because the nervous system relaxes when trust is built gradually. When a man takes time to truly know her, ask questions, and move at a steady pace, it communicates patience and stability. Rushing can create subtle anxiety rather than attraction. Comfort and trust allow vulnerability to develop naturally, which strengthens long-term bonding. Chivalry, though sometimes considered old-fashioned, still carries psychological weight. Small gestures of care, such as walking her to her car or being attentive in public, signal consideration and protection. These behaviors activate feelings of safety and appreciation rather than dependency. Even highly independent women often appreciate moments where they feel cherished. Respectful actions communicate value without saying a word. Another major desire is to be genuinely heard. When women talk about their day or their frustrations, many men instinctively switch into problem-solving mode. While solutions can be helpful, emotional validation often matters more in the moment. Listening without interruption reduces stress and builds emotional intimacy. Feeling understood strengthens connection far more than offering immediate advice. Remembering important dates is another powerful signal of care. Birthdays, anniversaries, and meaningful milestones represent shared emotional history. When those dates are remembered, it communicates priority and thoughtfulness. When they are forgotten repeatedly, it can create feelings of being overlooked. The brain attaches strong emotional meaning to memory, so remembering becomes symbolic of how much the relationship matters. Women also appreciate having space to express themselves through appearance. Dressing up is often about confidence and self-expression, not just external validation. When a partner supports that expression without insecurity, it builds trust and admiration. Confidence in the relationship creates attraction, while possessiveness creates tension. Feeling admired by your partner strengthens emotional closeness. Reliability is another foundational need. Showing up on time, keeping promises, and communicating clearly when plans change builds stability. The brain is constantly scanning for predictability in close relationships. When someone is inconsistent, emotional distance slowly grows as a protective response. Consistency creates safety, and safety allows affection to deepen over time. Romantic experiences also matter because love often begins in the mind. While visual attraction can be immediate, emotional context amplifies desire. A thoughtful dinner, meaningful conversation, or shared laughter stimulates imagination and emotional connection. The environment influences how attraction is experienced. When the mind feels engaged, physical intimacy often becomes more fulfilling. Respecting individuality is equally important. Women may have interests, passions, or hobbies that differ from their partners, and those differences deserve support rather than dismissal. When interests are minimized, it can feel like identity is being rejected. Mutual respect fosters equality and admiration. Feeling supported as an individual strengthens the partnership as a whole. Finally, women value healthy space within relationships. Contrary to common assumptions, most do not expect men to abandon friendships or personal interests. Independence creates balance and prevents emotional suffocation. When both partners maintain their own identities, they return to each other with appreciation rather than obligation. Autonomy can actually increase attraction because it reinforces choice. If you look closely, all 10 of these needs connect to 3 deeper psychological themes: attention, safety, and respect. Attention makes someone feel prioritized, safety allows vulnerability and emotional openness, and respect reinforces equality and admiration within the relationship. When these pillars are strong, attraction and intimacy tend to grow naturally. Many conflicts happen when effort decreases after the initial excitement fades. Small habits like listening carefully, remembering details, and keeping promises create emotional security. Emotional security reduces anxiety and increases affection. Relationships rarely collapse from one dramatic mistake. They weaken gradually through neglect of small moments. Understanding women is not about memorizing rules or performing perfectly. It is about recognizing emotional patterns and responding with intention. When men shift from trying to impress to trying to understand, the dynamic changes. Presence becomes more powerful than performance. Being attentive, consistent, and respectful creates an environment where connection can thrive. Take a moment to reflect on your own relationship patterns. Are there areas where effort has quietly faded or listening has been replaced with quick advice? Growth does not require becoming someone entirely new. Often, it simply requires returning to the behaviors that built attraction in the first place. Women are not asking for perfection. They are responding to how they feel in your presence. When they feel chosen, heard, respected, and secure, they relax into the relationship. That relaxation deepens intimacy and strengthens long-term commitment. If this perspective resonated with you, reflect on one change you can apply today and share your thoughts on what stood out most.